Camp of the week, Luther Village with the Hills. We got Karina, we got Bree, we got Brooke. Look at that family. How much fun is Luther Village? Well, let's start off with talking to Mom. Karina, you spent your whole life pretty much being a part of this camp. Talk a little bit about the Bjornson clan's little spot at this place and how you were a camper, volunteer, staff person, a board member, whatever else. You've done everything, I think. Talk a little bit about that.
Done lots. Well, my grandparents were seasonal campers out there. That'll be my first memory, and they were there long before I was. My mom was didn't really grow up out there. She was their oldest daughter and had already kind of left the house by the time they started going to Luther Village. But we would always go see them for, short little bits in the summer. And we loved it. My family, that my parents weren't big campers, but we always enjoyed our time out there. And then my sister and I started going to kids camp, so grades 4 to 6 camp. And then from there, grade 9, one summer, I called the director, Kim, and said, I'd love to come out and volunteer. So starting from 14 and up, I was a volunteer, did lots of years on staff. And then right up until I had my kids, actually, I still worked, I was considered staff, but I was training their training their counselors with the Leaders in Training program.
Right.
And once I became a mom, I didn't have any free time in the summer anymore to be doing that. But now we are the campground host family at the lake. And so we just get to welcome new families as they come. And I get to see my, camp through my kids' eyes now, which is
always fun.
Yeah.
Brooke, can you imagine your mom being on staff at camp?
No.
Isn't that funny to think about? Your mom was a teenager at one point and took care of kids like you and had groups. Talk a little bit about why you love camp so much. You're always smiling when you're at Luther Village.
I love camp so much because you're never bored. There's always activities from 8:30 in the morning to 9:30, which is campfire, more afternoon activities, morning jam session. It's just always fun. Nothing boring.
Bree, what's your favorite thing to do at camp?
Probably, be on the beach, but
What do you like about the beach?
I really like that there's water, so when you get really hot, you can just go in the water.
So you have it all planned out. When you go to the beach, you know how long it takes to get hot, and then you just run into the lake and cool off. You guys have grown up at camp. Talk about a little bit about either of you girls want to talk about what it feels like to be part of the Luther Village family.
I'd love to be a part of it. I'm already looking if I were to work at Luther Village, what job would I want? And it's kind of fun seeing what the future will hold with me at Luther Village.
That's very cool. You're already planning everything out so that when it comes time to be to follow in your mom's footsteps, follow in those. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Bree, what about you? You gonna run camp someday, or you gonna just sit on the beach and enjoy the waves?
No, correction. I will rule the world one day.
Well, I mean, you got to start small, don't you?
Yes, I do.
What's the plan for this summer with COVID and everything? What does it look like for the hills?
Well, right now, I think we're just keeping our fingers crossed that we're going to be able to get out there. And if we can, we're feeling like it might be a little bit like last summer. One thing to me that really came to light last summer was all the things that we missed. So the things that, I can't wait to get back to would be the campfires and singing, getting back to the activities where groups of people can gather. But we also felt very lucky to be out there last year. And there still was very much a community feel because I think everybody was in the same boat and just feeling very lucky to have our Luther Village community with us kind of going through what was a very different summer and looks like we could be facing a very similar feel again, but it leaves us looking forward to when we can get back to normal and even if we have kind of less gathering time this summer than we're used to, I think it still is better than not getting out there at all.
Thank you so much, Hill family, for joining me today. I know you're all busy with all those 400,000 things that you've got on your calendar and, you know, running around the city and causing trouble. I really do appreciate you taking your time out on a nice afternoon to spend some time with me.
Well, of course, it was our pleasure.
Awesome. Have a fun summer.
You bet. Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.